What's up guys, what's going on, and welcome to this new video. As you can see, today we are out finally again to do this Q&A because at home is basically impossible. So I'm here enjoying a little bit of wind, fresh air, yeah. I'm not alone. With me this annoying pig that is making hole in entire forest. So if you hear some noise, that's her. Saying that, before we start, I just wanted to say a couple of things. First of all, the next Q&A will be called Ask to a Norwegian Metalhead. I will be in Norway, I will be to my girlfriend, so you can ask everything you want to her about Norway, the black metal scene in Norway, what they think about Burzum, Varga, whatever you want, And other things, if you follow me for my band TRYGLAV'S, t-shirts are available finally. You can find the link in the description down below. And third and last thing, I expected to get something like 20 questions, I got something like 70. So this time I will answer all. I will try to answer all your questions as fast as I can, so I can keep this video short. And that's all. Let's start. First questions come from Dennis V asking me facts of Lemon Motorhead. Well, I think the Motorheads are one of those bands that every metalhead like. I don't know any person that don't like Motorheads. And Lemmy it's icon. I mean, if you think about metal, you think about Lemmy. It's like if you think about horror movies, you think about Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, and with metal the same. If you think about icon, you think about Lemmy. I love Lemmy and I love Motorhead. I'm just regretting that I never seen them live. Yeah. Goran Vonat asked me, will you ever tour with Trey Glover and come to Belgium? Great. Before this pandemic and my open heart surgery, I have to play in 2 festivals, one in Slovenia, one in Germany. And also my label say that was a beautiful tour going on in the future, and I have to support Vader at the time, if I remember correct. And probably there was Belgium too, but not anymore. So we'll see what happens with the next album. Hopefully I will tour. Finally I will tour. Yeah. Ivan Vladimirov, this is my patron. This guy followed me for a long time. I love his comments. 5 bands that influenced your taste and your views. Well, no one right now, but if you're talking when I start to listen to metal, I will say Slipknot, Keep of Kalesin, Marduk, Carpathian Forest, and the Cannibal Corpse. Yeah. Revan Muhammad asked me, Boris, what do you think about Metamusic Indonesia, considering that metal music is music that is difficult for our society to accept? Even though it's only a minority, there are still many metal subgenres that you can find in Indonesia. Yes, I know that Indonesia is a country that really impressed me, because you have a huge metal scene out there and a lot of fans of metal are in Indonesia. I think that the music in Indonesia is so great. Shut up. I didn't know anything about Indonesia until I reacted to Oki Fadlan, and then I discovered Death Vomit, Death Squad, and other bands that are really crazy, and I love them. And yeah, I think that is awesome. I know that maybe it can be difficult in Indonesia since it's a really religious country, but I know that your president is a metalhead, so that's awesome. Susanne Luna, where are you coming to Norway? This is my girlfriend. I'm coming soon. It's not my fault. It's your prime minister that have to open the borders. Yeah. NDP, how long have you been working on being a multi-instrumentalist? Oh, well, I didn't plan to be a multi-instrumentalist. I started with guitar. I didn't have much fun, playing guitar. I mean, it's funny to play guitar, but the theory, learning the scale is something so boring, So I spent just 1 hour daily, maybe 2, morning and or afternoon and night to play guitar. And I started to be multi-instrumentalist when I started to play the drums at the age 23, because we didn't have a drummer. So I was like, fuck off, the only drummers you could find they were heavy metal drummers. So I was like, fuck off, I will play drums, And then I started to play drums. Also I sang in a band, so I bugged the bass to record my stuff. So yeah, that's how it happens. How long depends on you. There's people that in 2 years are able to play drums, like Francesco Paoli from Flash God Apocalypse. He was a guitarist, then in 2 years he became one of the best drummer out there. So depends all of you and how you push yourself into it. Tongpang Walling asks me, do you listen to Necrophagist? No, I know Necrophagist, the technical death metal band from shut up, Germany. But I know Stepbound was a good song, but for the rest, they are too technical for me, you know. A Doom Girl asked me favorite foods, desserts. Desserts, nothing, because I don't like desserts, sugar, stuff like that. The only sugar that I eat is from fruits. I don't like really processed sugar. Favorite food, I will say vegan burek, or we can say krompiracha in Croatian, and or vegan pizza. Yeah, are my favorite. I'm vegan, I know. Now you're like, oh, boo! Don't unsubscribe, please. Derwin TFL asked me, what's your favorite black metal band? And also he asked me, what do you think about Marduk? Well, Marduk was my favorite band at the time. Yeah, for a long time. Still, my favorite album is Plague Angel from Marduk, but for now, I don't think I have a favorite band. But if I have to choose the band that was been for a long time, that I will say Marduk. Yeah. Ragnar Borson asked me, when was the last time you cut your hair? How long have you been growing your hair? How you take care of your hair? You can tell your routine or something, that's it. A lot of girls hate me because I don't take care about my hair. Even my girlfriend was like, I hate you, you know, I spend so much time on my hair, and you are like, whatever, you know. Yes, when was the last time you cut your hair? I think was 2 months ago. I cut something at 10 centimeters because I started to feel it, you know, under my ass, and they're uncomfy, you know, even to, I mean, what's the point to have long hair if you don't take them untied, you know. So when they are that long, it's impossible to have them, you know, untied. So yeah, I cut 10 centimeter, and as you can see, they're still pretty long. Yeah. How long have you been growing your hair? Since when I was 17. I had Mohican hair because I was kind of metalhead punk, you know. So yeah, I started from that. That was a disaster, but yeah, when I was 17 years old. Take care of your hair. I don't take care. I'm just using Sunsilk shampoo and cheap balsam. The first one I can find, you know. Cheap. Okay, this one. And that's all. Bathory asked me, if you had 4 wishes free, what will they be? I don't need 4. I will say a couple. First of all, living in a forest without anyone around, beside my girlfriend probably. And the other one was be able to live on my passions, you know. That's music and YouTube, because I love editing, love doing videos, but also I love music, and that will be so great. Robert Fire, this guy followed me for a long time. Hey brother, I have a good question. I got a few questions. First one, how old are you? 21. Okay, not. I'm 32, but I look younger, right? How long you've been playing? Since I was 17 years old. First instrument, guitar. Have you ever, or would you ever considering hiring another player into your music? As a session man, yes. As a musician stable in the band, no, because I tried many bands and it didn't work at all, you know. I can't work with anyone. That's why even on YouTube I'm alone. I never ask anyone to help me, you know. I can't, you know, it's harder than me. Is it difficult to put out your music in your country in terms of religion and government? When you will have more merch for sale? Sorry for asking that last one again. Cheers brother, and thanks for taking the time to answer back. Cheers to you, man. And it's not difficult. I mean, I'm not living in Croatia anymore. I'm living in Italy now, and soon in Norway. Never found any problems, you know. I think you found more problems in Poland than here. I mean, there's a lot of religious people in Croatia and Italy, but nobody cares about you if you're not someone big, you know. If you go in TV, they start to care about you. If you are not in TV, nobody cares about you, you know. When you will have more merch for sale, I have it. I released that 7-page merch on Teespring, so there's a link in the description, you can find there, so have fun. Lord Biggie, when did you start getting into black metal? What band inspired your taste in music? By the way, I love your videos. Nice to see that channel is growing. Have a great day. Thank you so much, man. The first band, when you did start getting into black metal, I was 14 years old. Me and my brother was listening a lot of Slipknot and new metal and stuff like that, and we were passionate with bands that have makeup, you know. It inspired us, you know, as a 14 years old kid, you know. And I remember I read a review of Marduk, Plague Angel, and the way they had face painting, and it was like, Mario, you're going in vacation with the school, you know, you're going in touring, it's a big city, go and fucking find, you know, a fucking store. So he went with the school and found Plague Angel, he bugged it, and that was my entrance in black metal. But I didn't like at all at the time, I remember. And what bands inspire you taste in music? I think Marduk inspired me with black metal, because like I said, my brother bugged the CD. I hated, I couldn't understand what was the blast beats, you know, the noise, the bad production, you know, but listening, it grown a lot inside me, and it's still my favorite album ever. And other bands that inspired me depends of, you know, how much old are you and stuff like that. I think that the bands that brought me into metal was Slipknot. I started with Linkin Park at the age 11. They were Hybrid Theory was my favorite album, yeah. And then I grew up, you know, slowly from Linkin Park to Slipknot, Lamb of God, and growing, you know, with much heavy stuff. Sarah Paris, she followed me for a long time. She watched all my videos. Will you come to Seattle, Washington, I guess, USA, when you go on tour with TRYGLAV? I will make it priority to be there to see you in concert. Yes, I would like to come in USA. The problem is that if you're not a big band, they don't allow you to raise anything, you know, as I read from smaller bands. So it's really expensive to tour in America, with also visa and problems. So I don't think that will happen soon, if my band explodes with the second album, but I don't think so, you know. Pulsifer Puffer, is Norwegian black metal overrated? No, I think it's not overrated. I think that the best black metal bands came from Norway. I think that Norway invented black metal. I don't think that Venom invented. I think that Venom were thrash metal with satanic lyrics, but they weren't black metal. And I think that Venom influenced the new wave of black metal that came, but they didn't invent. And I just think that modern black metal band from Norway have to really say thanks to the historical one, because no matter how good or shit you are, if you're from Norway, you already start with some advantage compared to other bands from, let's say, East Europe, USA, or whatever, you know. Because people immediately compared a band from Norway to Mayhem, to Emperor, Dark Throne, so immediately it's good. Even if the band is shit, they have much more chance to get a contract, you know. The label play a lot with the fact that they are from Norway. I see that a lot of times. Black Rot, when you will do a corpse paint, and are you interested in medieval times? Do you mean corpse paint like a tutorial or something like this? I don't think that I will ever do that, but I will probably record when me and my girlfriend will do a photo shoot, you know, for the new album, and yeah, I will wear makeup. If you want to see me with makeup, you can go on Instagram, you know, I have some pictures of the band with me with makeup. And I'm interested in medieval times. Yes, absolutely. I think that it's my favorite period ever, the medieval time. And if I could choose, you know, what age to live again, I will say medieval times. Yeah. Daniel Vizcar asked me, boris, name your top 10 black metal bands you like to listen to, not in order. That's a hard question. I don't think even that I will come up with 10 bands right now. I can try. I can say Urgial, Wethane, Nargarov, Celestial Bloodshed, Malphator, Wolves in the Throne Room, Beastcraft, Necrophobic. Then I can say the classics, Mayhem, Dark Throne, Burzum, and stuff like that. But there's a really tons of band. I always have to check my collection, you know, to choose them, because I forget the names. For example, I got 3 bands right now: Satanic Warmaster, Horna, Sergeist, Goatmoon, Nocturnal Mortum. Yeah, there are more than 3, but yes, those are the bands, but they're infinity. Deathcore JK, what do you record first when you're recording new stuff, and what is the hardest to record for you? Last question, are you going to have a new music for TRYGLAV anytime soon? Have a good day. I record for first guitar, then after the guitar I started to build the drums, but then the guitar changed again, because then I found that some riffs are not good with the drums. So basically the first demo that I have of the song is not the same of the end. The song changed something like 6, 7, 8 times, and it's completely different. Are we gonna have a new music for TRYGLAV anytime soon? At the end of the year, hopefully. Yeah. Set Ghost, what's your favorite horror films? As you've seen probably from my bedroom, from my tattoos, it's Nightmare. I have Freddy Krueger tattooed on my arms. I have all the collection in Blu-ray, DVD, I have posters, I have everything. So I will say Nightmare, but there's tons of them. The Thing also from Carpenter is awesome. Evil Dev, The Fly, too much. Samuel Chu 100. I heard in some video that you were Italian. If yes, do you speak Italian and English, or maybe an other one? French maybe? It's not that far. I'm not Italian. That's something that people think because I live in Italy and my accent is Italian, but I'm Croatian. I speak Italian, of course. I speak Croatian. I speak English, kinda. I understand Slovenian because I lived for 6 months and I love that country. But I don't speak French, no. French is not similar to Italy. Spanish, it's much more similar to Italian. Heximantis, what inspired your writing, and do you have a favorite song that you have created? Favorite song is Night of Whispering Souls. I wrote this song after I came back from the hospital and they say that I had to get the surgery. So I was really in bad mood, but I took the guitar, I was like, fuck that, and I wrote the song, and it's my favorite ever. What's inspiring you, your writing? Animals, nature, stuff like that. What music aside from metal do you listen to, if any? I loved video games music, I love movies music, and something from 80s that is not metal also I like a lot. Dart Fit, hi Boris, greeting from South Africa. My question is about the lyrics of your song. What inspired you to write your lyrics? Do you have the special deeper or... And here another problem, I'm in the forest, I don't have a connection. I did a screenshot and I forgot to open all your message, so it's just half. I remember you say that you're South Africa, one of probably the only one that follow me. And I thank you so much for that, first of all. And I don't know if there was other questions, but about my lyrics, there's not deep. I mean, the music is deeper because I wrote the music in certain moments of my life, like Night of Whispering Souls, after they told me about the surgery. Deadline was written when I was really down. But the lyrics, I try to keep them on horror stories and movies, to not, start to be one of those bands that talk about personal stuff and stuff like that. Piotr Drigula, what are your favorite bands, metal bands from Poland? Behemoth, Infernal War, Mugwa, Thunderbolt, Azaroth. Then there's others bands, Krieg Machine and others, but for now I don't remember. Mar, do you listen to death metal? Favorite death metal bands? I like a lot old school death metal, so a lot of Swedish old school death metal bands and American old school death metal bands, so there's a lot. Old school death metal bands forever. HRC, can you recommend a cheap gear to start playing black metal? You just need cheap guitar and a computer and you're done. There's so many plugins to play music without any other instruments. You have easy bass for bass, you have easy drummer for drums, so you just need a guitar and a computer, and that's all. Ricardo, hey Boris, I'd really love to know what is the opinion from a metal lover and musician about the old school and widely discussed black metal band album by Venom. Even though it's not black metal, as far as I know, Varg Vikernes didn't like them at all, considering them as a kind of a joke, while many metal artists appreciate them, respecting the considerable influence they had on the music that came after. Yes, I really appreciate your work. She's from Italy. Thank you so much, man. I think that Venom are a great band. They're not black metal like you said, and I think that Varg hated them because he was kind of elitist when he was younger, and the other bands were kind of more mature mentally, saying, man, it's music, But he took that so serious, and we know what's happening, burning churches, killing people. So as a teenager, I was like, black metal have to be serious, But Venom were like, we don't care, we just talk about Satanism, but we are not, And Varg was like more like, they are not serious, fuck them, I think Venom are super fine, I'm not a huge fan, but I like them. Jimmy7, E30 or E36? Please answer my question. Even if you don't know what that means, please just choose one of them. E36 sounds better, to be honest, but I don't know what they were talking about. Maybe cars? I don't know. So guys, that was all for this video. I know it's probably a long one, so I'm sorry for that, but I didn't want to left anyone out there, you know, without answer. So guys, that's all for this video, and I hope that we'll see you all the next time. Cheers.
Satan.